For decades, it's been the undisputed king of the financial world, the US dollar, the world's reserve currency. But right now, something historic is unfolding. From the corridors of power in Beijing and Moscow to the oil fields of the Middle East, a quiet revolution is underway. The question everyone is starting to ask is this: is the dollar's reign coming to an end? And if it is, what does that mean for your money? Today, we're diving deep into the trend of de-dollarization, and I will give you 3 strategic assets to consider for your portfolio right now. First, let's be very clear. I am not saying the US dollar will collapse next week. That's not how this works. But its dominance is being challenged in ways we haven't seen before. Why? Let's look at 3 key reasons. The first reason is geopolitical shifts. Nations like China and Russia are actively promoting trade in their own currencies. The BRICS alliance is expanding, creating a bloc that wants to trade without the dollar. When countries settle a multi-billion-dollar oil deal in Chinese yuan instead of US dollars, that slowly erodes the global demand for dollars. The second reason is soaring US debt and inflation. The US national debt is astronomical, and to manage that debt, more money can be printed, but printing more money can devalue its purchasing power over time. Other countries look at this, and they wonder if holding so many reserves in a potentially depreciating asset is still the safest bet. It's a very legitimate question. And the third reason is the weaponization of the dollar. The use of financial sanctions, while a powerful tool, has made other countries nervous. It's made them ask a simple question: could we be next? And that fear has been a massive incentive to build alternative financial systems outside of the dollar's reach. Okay, so the trend is real, but as an investor, what can you actually do? You can't just stuff cash under your mattress. So let's talk about 3 strategic hedges to consider. The first is not a currency at all. It's the ultimate store of value for thousands of years: gold. When confidence in paper currencies wanes, gold shines. Central banks themselves are buying gold at a record pace. Why? Because it's nobody's liability. It's a tangible asset. That can't be printed by any government. It's the classic safe haven. And in a world of uncertainty, its role is more critical than ever. The second is the Swiss franc. The Swiss franc. If gold were a currency, it would be the Swiss franc. Switzerland's legendary political neutrality, its financial stability, and its incredibly low debt levels make the franc a fortress. When global instability hits, money flows into the Swiss franc. It is the very definition of a safe haven currency. And the third is a more strategic and perhaps surprising choice: the Singapore dollar. Singapore doesn't have the size of the US or China, but what it lacks in size, it makes up for with impeccable financial management. Its currency is backed by massive foreign reserves, world-class governance, and a strategic position as a global financial hub. It is a stable and brilliantly managed currency from a country that truly knows what it's doing. Now, a crucial disclaimer before we go on. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. Always do your own research. Investing in foreign currencies carries risk, including exchange rate risk. So, how can you get exposure? You don't need to open a Swiss bank account. For gold, you can look at physically backed ETFs, like the ticker GLD. For the Swiss franc and Singapore dollar, you can look at currency ETFs like FXF for the franc and FXS for the Singapore dollar. These trade just like stocks on major exchanges. The goal here is not to get rich quick. The goal is preservation. It's about diversifying away from a single point of failure. It's about being prepared, not scared. The global financial system is changing. It may not happen overnight, but the winds are shifting. Being aware of these trends and understanding your options is the first step to navigating this new landscape wisely. So, what do you think? Is de-dollarization a real threat or just media hype? And which of these assets are you most interested in? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more clear-eyed analysis of the global markets. Thanks for watching.